We just had a lot of quit in us tonight, and that's been something that's been consistent with our team is we're not comfortable and things don't go our way, and I have a team that'll just quit on you, and you can't do that in big games. You can't do that anytime in the SEC, but you certainly can't do that at a program like this.
After a loss like this, what was your message and what do you even kind of say after
Win your next
that?
game. Win your next game. It's embarrassing. We're embarrassed. Win your next game.
Kim, just why do you think when things are going bad for this team, they're going as bad as they have and the margin of defeat has been as much as it has been?
Yeah, that's a question for them about why they can't stick together.
Coach, what were some of those halftime adjustments that you wanted the team to make in the second half?
Yeah, we wanted to run some offense. They went into a zone, and we looked a little get scared versus zone. We didn't run anything. We didn't put pressure on the rim. We wouldn't even get the ball inside the paint. So we talked about running some sets that would get us inside the paint. And so we could play inside out or we could go high-low, and we didn't do that.
Can you talk about facing South Carolina's zone? They got a lot of length and can cover a lot of ground with it.
Yeah, they did a really good job of covering up the rim for us. I think we were doing a decent job at the beginning when they were in man of playing inside out. We were able to attack and get to the rim. And then when we just had to stand out there and launch threes, it got ugly pretty quick. And we didn't have the discipline to just run any offense.
Just how concerning is it about not being able to deal with the 2-3 zone, especially when you're going through sets, you want them to run, trying to break it, but end up shooting what you guys did from 3?
Yeah, I think that it hit a point where we were just launching them. It hit a point where it was just everyone was just going to shoot it, and that's not offense. That's not pretty. It's why the score looked the way that it looked. Historically, we've been pretty good against the zone. That was another thing we talked about at halftime. We've seen zone where our zone execution up to this point has been good. It's been efficient. I think one thing that they do is they cover up so much ground. They limit you getting those offensive rebounds against it. So if you miss your first shot, they're going the other way.
You mentioned this team having a lot of quit today. When you're in February, how do you fix a team that has quit?
They have to fix it. They have to decide they want to fix it.
I guess on a similar note, when you're sitting there in the third and fourth quarter and things are starting to snowball and you're in the huddles, what's the reaction from the team in those moments? Do you feel like they're kind of mentally where they need to be, or are they just kind of sitting there defeated?
No, I don't necessarily know that they're sitting there defeated. I don't know that. I do know we don't have the leadership we need player-wise. And we've talked about for a couple weeks, it can come from anyone, anywhere, but we do need somebody that is respected and does things the right way to step up and lead this team from a player standpoint.
Okay, that was going to be my question. You have players that have made deep tournament runs, whether here or on other teams. What do you kind of say to them to challenge them to step up?
I think they just have to. I've had individual meetings. We've met with them. I've said it publicly that we need leadership. We need people that want to win. I think consistency is a big problem with this team right now. So it's hard to lead as a player when you're not consistent as a player. When you don't do what you're supposed to be doing every single day, then you don't have the respect for your teammates. We do have a few. We have a few young ones that I think they could step up and lead because they do things the right way.
Defending inside the paint, anything you really feel like they could have done to be a little bit more effective?
Yeah. I mean, we had a scout guard the paint, guard them at the rim, be in your gaps. Towards the end, we were fine by if they hit a three, but stop letting them go at the rim. And it was like we were surprised when they caught the ball in the paint.
I don't think Mia's gone scoreless all season, let alone not make a shot at all. Just she looked a little shaken up after getting hit early. Did you feel like she was just maybe kind of off after that for the rest of the game? What were you seeing from her?
Yeah, I don't think she made bad plays. I think she still played hard. I just think her shot didn't fall tonight. And we are better when she's better.
The CT Coop had the performance that she had coming back home to South Carolina. What does that say about her competitiveness tonight?
I think she could have played better. Quite frankly, I don't want to be disrespectful to your question, but we have bigger problems and we just try to fix the team.